Hello, your Fitness First community. How are we all doing this evening? Hope you're all okay. Tonight I've got another live workshop for you. Again, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been watching my lives. Hope you're getting the most from them. Like I say, you can follow me on YouTube now. You can subscribe to my channel. Your Fitness First for Busy Mums. On YouTube. It's I upload the videos each week, so you don't have to scroll through Facebook all the time to just check everything out. Tonight I'm going to carry on from last week. Last week we talked about anxiety. A lot of people suffer with anxiety nowadays. The news causes a lot of anxiety, social media, all sorts causes anxiety. I've suffered with anxiety for many years. Personally, it's not a nice thing to live with, but I'm going to talk about lots of different things to help you overcome anxiety. This is another anxiety workshop. If you didn't catch last week's, go back and watch last week's. It's a really good workshop. Lots of good tips and tools there to help you move forward with your life and help you overcome anxiety over time. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen. Believe me, I wouldn't be here now talking to you if it didn't. But first, most importantly, I just want to talk about the mindset around it all. Whatever you do in life, there's got to be a mindset to it. So I just want to start with a little bit about mindset and making sure you start your journey to overcoming anxiety in the right way with a success mindset. So just a little bit here that I want to help you with. I'll be honest, most people don't succeed, but you can be the exception if you follow these steps. So you have to understand how to create a successful mindset through the success cycle. So the success cycle is really simple. It's a simple process. So in one box here, you've got your potential. You arrow across, you've got your action. Yeah. Down there, you've got your results after you've taken your action, across to certainty and belief, and then up back again to increase your potential. So you start with your potential. Your potential is what you've got. You want to move forward with something, you've got the potential to move forward. To do that, you've got to take action. So you go to forward, you take the action stage, and then from there, you see results. And once you see those results, you start to build confidence in you. You start to get the process you want to do, and you get the certainty and the belief. So that's the steps you have to follow if you want to create success. But another things you have to do, to create your success, you have to start by creating momentum through these 3 steps. So step 1, ask you to get obsessed with your mission and what you're doing. So your mission is overcoming anxiety. So are you obsessed? Are you already obsessed with it? Are you wanting to get over the anxiety? If not, what's standing in your way? You've got to ask yourself these questions. So step 2, ask you to take action. Again, everything you do in life, you've got to take action to move forward. If you don't take action, you're not going to move forward. You can move through this process by modeling someone else who's successful. So who's overcome anxiety before in the past? Who do you know? There's people out there, they've got books out there. You can follow them on social media. You can follow them through podcasts. There's lots of stuff over there that will help them. Help you move forward over social media. You can follow me. I mean, it's not a problem. I've overcome it. I live with it still, but I overcome it. I'm happy now in my life. Education, again, that will help you increasing your knowledge, will help you move forward again. The more you understand the process, the more you understand anxiety, the more you'll be able to overcome anxiety. And step 3 is this one, asks you the knowledge to acknowledge the grace in your life. So have you ever had moments in your life where you felt like you've been guided? I mean, it sounds strange to people, but I feel guided into this. I feel a passion towards this, helping people, and I feel guided towards people and helping people. I've met certain people where we've come together and we've really connected and helped each other move forward. It's been really a really good journey that I've been on, and it's still going to be a great journey, a long way to go. So if you've been guided at any time, you can reflect on them, and these could be moments of thoughts where you've can overcome anxiety. You've had that empowerment. You think, no, I can do this. I can overcome my anxieties. And I am more than I am my anxieties. It's about moving forward through following the success cycle and the 3 steps. You can overcome these anxieties that have been holding you back from being the best, the true self that you want to be, from being the person where you were before, or the person you have already dreamed of being. You know what I mean? Always dreamed of being. It's one of them. So, like I say, success won't come overnight. But keep practicing, keep learning, keep building on daily habits that will change your life for the better. Give yourself time though. You know what I mean? Don't rush these things. Everything takes time. I said it last week. Keep a journal. Log every day where you come from, what you've overcome, how you felt that day, what triggers came up, and the breathing techniques, the techniques you use to get over them. Keep journaling about that and then reflect to see how far you've come. So that's the first little bit. I want to talk about the mindset of creating a successful mindset. If you want to go back and watch that later, like I say, it'll be on the recording, just to write it down and move through the success cycle and all the steps, and just work your way through it, write it down, go through it step by step. It'll really help. But today I want to talk to you about what's keeping you in your anxious cycle. So there's a cycle of anxiety. You move through it where we overthink every little thought, fear, worry. We're kept in it by this vicious circle, and it's horrible to be in it. I used to be in it when I was younger. Went through a stage after COVID and stuff, went through it again. It brought back some horrible memories, but I've worked through it, and I want through these steps that I'm teaching you. So you have to remember, your anxiety is tricking you. You need to stop, focus on the thought, accept them for what they are. They're just thoughts. That's all they are. I've said it before, the thoughts and feelings, and we all have them. I have them every day, you have them every day. The mind can't go 3 seconds without a thought coming into it. So don't let one small little thought, don't let that one small thought turn into a massive problem. You're in control. I mean, I'm in control of my own thoughts now. You can be in control of your own thoughts. It's don't let the subconscious mind control your thoughts. It's priceless that people just let go. No, there's these subconscious minds and stuff. You can't do it. You've got to be in control of your mind through these processes, which I'll teach you in a minute. Sorry about that, a bit thirsty. We need to focus on things in the outside world. So interests, you know what I mean? What interests have you got you could focus on, whether it be a hobby or something like that. Go walking, mindfulness, put an audio book on to educate yourself on about anxiety a bit more. Podcasts about anxiety, whatever will help you move forward through your anxiety, to learn as much as you can. And going walking, there's nothing better. Getting out in the fresh air, getting your vitamin D, getting some exercise. Absolutely brilliant way of moving forward. Doing workouts. Workouts are fantastic for helping you move forward. Helping you as soon as you start feeling anxiety, you can do a workout. Do my live workouts, you can do whatever you want. There's YouTube full of them. You can do any workout, whatever you want, but just do something to take your mind. Find a hobby. Do a hobby that you're really interested in, or find a passion that you've always had. You know what I mean? You want to start, you can do anything you want. If you've had a passion for something, go and do it. Put your mind on that rather than on your anxieties. This will help you take you away from that cycle of worry and fear. Taking control by finding things that take your focus away from your inside world, the subconscious mind, and then coming into the outside world, which is your conscious mind. Living in the present moment. I say it all the time, living in the present moment. It's massive. And it will stop your thoughts running away with it, and it will stop them in their tracks. I promise you. You've got to just keep doing it though. It's very, I know it can sound easy just saying it for me, but I've done it. I've been through it. So I know it can be done. It's through repetition. You know what it's like. We magnify the smallest problem. We start telling ourselves a story over and over and over again in our heads until it goes from 0 to 100 miles per hour in the click of a finger, literally in seconds. We have to go give these thoughts no respect though. They don't serve you. They're just thoughts. You've got to accept them as that. So you've got to say to yourself, my health is fine. I'm fine. I am fine. I'm not going to die. You've got to say these out loud to yourself, and you've got to get that brainwave to change the neuroplasticity of your brain, to change the pathway of what it's habitually doing, to then change to this new habit of going, you know what, I'm all right. It's just a feeling. It's just a thought. And again, through that repetition, when you remember it's just anxiety and it's nothing physical wrong with you, you can blow these things out, because we blow these things out of perspective. We always do. But just remember, there's nothing physically wrong with you. It is just your anxiety. And when you keep saying that to yourself over and over again, you're not letting your anxiety control your thoughts and feelings and emotions. By practicing this every day, you will build consistency into your life. I promise you that. Which will help you then build resilience and then persistence through tough times. And that's the key. Once you build up, you'll have these tough times, and you'll have to go back to learning what you've done and what got you through those other times. And you've got to keep going. You don't fall back into the trap of going, oh, this has got me again. You've looked back, you reflect and move forward. And the thing is, you've got to keep trying every day. Every day there'll be a new challenge. Every day life throws you a new challenge. I stopped watching the news 3 years ago now. Never watch the news, don't know what's going on in the news, don't know what's going on in the world. Sounds horrible, but it doesn't affect my life. I open my door in the morning and my world is exactly the same as it was the day before. It's a great way to be. There's nothing good coming from watching the news. It just causes anxiety. Social media, I only allowed on my feed what I want on my feed. Facebook's got an algorithm of things you follow, so if you follow a lot of things about helping you overcome anxiety, that was what will come on your feed. If you follow a lot of self-help stuff, self-development stuff, it'll come up on your feed. It's a Facebook algorithm, it does that for you. If you follow a certain person that causes you upset all the time and keep looking at their posts, that'll come up all the time. So you've got to look at that and go, nah, I'm causing that myself. It's not Facebook's fault, it does it for an algorithm, but it's your fault for keeping looking at it. You've got to take responsibility for what you're looking at and what's making these triggers. That's the thing, it's what's triggering these things. And give yourself patience is a key as well, as we all recover in our own time, at our own pace. So don't put pressure on yourself. You will get there if you keep moving forward. So now I just want to talk about 5 steps that are keeping you stuck in your anxiety. They were keeping me stuck in my anxiety. So 1, this is a key one. It says certain parts of you don't want to change. It's a key. You've got to ask yourself, do I want to change? And some of you probably won't want to. It's like a safety mechanism. You feel safe, you feel secure where you are. You don't want to move away from it too much. You feel like, oh yeah, I'm all right here, I'm safe. But you're not. You can move forward. You need to take a deep look inside and realise this is not who you are. You've got to identify with who you really are, the real you, and move away from your anxiety, which is holding you back. That's the key. You've got to move away from it. You've got to step inside, you've got to look deep inside yourself, and you've got to realise that, you know what, I am more than my anxieties. And my anxieties are just my thoughts, my feelings, and my emotions, and I control my thoughts, my feelings, and emotions. It's that. It sounds simple, and it is simple if you get to the right mindset. Number 2 is your life is speeding by. So you're doing everything at 100 miles an hour to keep busy, which causes more anxiety and more stress. You don't understand how much that puts on you by rushing around everywhere. Think, oh, I'll just keep busy, I'll do this, I'll do that, and then you're rushing around, I'm doing 100 things at once, and they cause more anxiety, more stress on you. So you need to slow down. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. So slow everything down, slow your breathing down. Take deep breaths. As soon as you feel that anxiety feeling, take those 5 rescue breaths. Tell yourself, I am safe. Slow your working down, so stop working 100 miles an hour. If you're cleaning the house, you're doing whatever, eating, driving, just slow it down, breathe. I practice mindful driving now. You're driving along, concentrating, I'm steering right, flicking the indicators, the lights are going to change, there's a car in front of me, there's a car coming towards me. Literally concentrate on that and talk to yourself in your head. Sounds a bit crazy, but it takes your mind off the moment. And again, it's learning, again, to be mindful of your thoughts. When your thoughts start running away with you, because you always remember that journey on the way home from work, you sometimes wonder, how the hell did I get home? You're like, I don't remember that journey, but it's just because you were just thinking about other things and your mind's run away with you before you've realised. So slow down, take everything at one step at a time. Allow yourself to slow down, concentrate on that one thing at a time. Don't try and do everything at once. Excuse me. Just go from one thing to another thing, but always make sure it's one thing at a time. Remember, we're only human. We can't do everything at once. We're not designed to do everything at once. Write a list, put your priority at the top, work next one there, next one down, next one down, work your way through it. If you don't complete it, nothing's going to happen. We just put the next one to the top of the list for the next day. It's the best way of working. You can't do everything. You can't finish everything in a day. Some days I don't do it. I just put it on to the next day. I don't worry about it. It's like, oh, I didn't get that done today. You know what? Write it down for the next day. Carry it over. It'll get done tomorrow. It's that simple. You don't worry about it. Number 3 is a massive one, is don't listen to bad advice. And what I mean by that, if somebody hasn't gone through this, somebody hasn't gone through living with anxiety and overcome it, they will never understand how it makes you feel, how you are inside when you've caused by anxiety. Nobody will understand it. You know, when you go to the doctor and they say, oh, we'll take these tablets, do this, do that. They've never been through it. Most of them haven't. I mean, we've all felt anxiety at one time, but they've never actually lived with it for a long time. So you need to go through people, find people who've gone through it and learn from them. You know, I've said it before, educate them, follow. Success leaves clues. If somebody's got gone through anxiety, that's how you overcome it. You follow their steps. I said it before, there's a great book, Me versus Myself, and there's a podcast, The Anxiety Guy. He's got hundreds of podcasts on there that will help you move forward with your life. And if you listen to him every day, you can educate yourself. He puts on 1 or 2 a week, but honestly, they're brilliant, really good. They help me. I listened to him for weeks, really helped me move forward. And the book, Me versus Myself, is a great book. I'd say read it. Like I say, I can't say it enough, educate yourself. By educating yourself, learning more, this will help you get to the root of the problem. So that's what I've got on that one. So number 4 is stop avoiding everything you fear. So we avoid, when we've got anxieties, it causes more things, so we avoid things that we fear. We don't want to go places. We avoid situations. It's what we do. It's again our safety mechanism. It keeps you safe. Don't go there, nothing will happen. It's fear. You've got to, it's holding you back though. You've got to step forward into that fear or into that uncomfortable situation, and this will help you build confidence. It'll help you build momentum to overcome these things, and then you've got to do it. It's repetition again. You've got to keep pushing yourself, but don't wait. Don't wait for tomorrow. Do it today. Do it today. Don't wait 1 more minute. You've wasted enough time with your anxieties holding you back. Move forward. Take control of your life. That's the key. It's massive, but it's through following these steps, you can easily do it. I promise you, you can. Step 5 is the thoughts that you are a mind reader. Now we all think that. I remember always used to worry me about what people used to think. I used to talk to people and think in my head, well, no, never even listen to what they're even saying. I will literally just going over and over in my head what are they thinking about me, what have I done, do you think they'll like me, do you think you do this, you do it. I used to do it. Some people say to me, I never believed that of you because you're super confident. I've not been super confident for this long. I'm confident now, but it takes time, repetition. It's the key, you know what I mean? I keep telling you. So yeah, the thought that we are a mind reader. You don't know what other people are thinking. You haven't got a clue. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what anybody else is thinking. You don't know what anybody else is going through. Nobody does. It's a matter of just realising that we are all humans and we're all going through our own battles. The person that's talking to you could be going through their own battle and overthinking every little situation. They might be thinking that you're thinking of what they're thinking about you. And when you become to realise this, that these thoughts are not true, that people are probably not even thinking about you, they're probably thinking about, like I say, their own overthinking, their own problems, what they've got to do in their life, they're rushing away from them, and they could be even thinking good things about you. Let's look at it that way. Who knows? I do that now. I remind myself that maybe they actually think I'm quite a nice person. Maybe they think that I'm being kind, caring. You know what I mean? It's the best way of looking at it. I don't know what they're thinking. Never will do. Unless they can tell me. Not many people will. So by reminding ourselves of this, we can snap out of these negative thoughts. So every time you do this, you can snap out of these negative thoughts and feelings. So you can try to be aware and notice if there's a pattern of situation where this happens. So again, it's back to the journaling. It leaves clues. Go back. You can reflect on what you've learned, on what's happened, and how you've overcome it before, and how you've moved forward. It's a massive thing. I say to everybody, you should journal. I've journaled for the last 2 years. I leave myself little notes now, voice notes and stuff like that on my phone, and bits and bobs. I don't need to do it as much. I do gratitude more now, which is helps me be grateful for everything I've got in my life. Practice it 2 times a day, and even in the daytime when I just think things are getting me down a bit, you just go, you know what am I grateful for? Show a bit of gratitude for what you've got. It's a better way of looking at life. So again, for that last one, a good technique is to wear an elastic band around your wrist, or a hair bobble, where you could pull it and snap it as soon as you think you're starting guessing what other people are thinking, even if it's on social media, or you're having a thought about somebody you've had a conversation with earlier in the day. It doesn't have to be a face-to-face thing. It could be literally like, right, no, snap out of that, and it'll just give you that thought process, break that pattern, and going, right, stop thinking about that. You've got to remember, it's all in your head, and you, only you, are in control. But you are in control, and you can be in control through following these steps, through doing the mindfulness, through doing meditation. They're the massive key things I'd tell anybody with anxiety to do. Really helps me. I meditate every day, 20 minutes a day, every day. If I've not done it, I can feel it. So I have to go upstairs and do a 5-10 minute little one when everybody's around. Not the best thing. I'd rather do it first thing in the morning, but sometimes you just need to do what you do, and life does get ahead of you. But just remember that 5 minutes of self-care, 10 minutes of self-care can go a long way to helping you overcome your anxieties. But like I've said before, repetition is key. You've got to remember to do the processes that get you through it. You can't just expect it to happen. You can't just go, right, this is going to do for me. I can listen to this one workshop and it'll all get better. It doesn't. I'm sorry to say, but it takes time. You've got to work through it. It'll take, if you do it though, I promise you, if you try it for 30 to 60 days, your life will get better. And if you journal about it, you can reflect back and see where you were and look where you're going to, look where you've gone to, and I promise you it will change. I guarantee that will change, but you've got to do the process. If you want to overcome your anxieties, get out of that head, get out of your head, out of your subconscious mind and into the present moment, then these are key steps you've got to do. Like I say, repetition is key, and remembering a success cycle. So your potential is that you can overcome anxiety. Your action is learning, listening to podcasts, following people's advice who've been on it. That's your action. Taking the steps of going to uncomfortable action. Moving forward, putting yourself in situations, realising when you started thinking about anxiety and click that thing, you start thinking about, other people, overthinking about what people are thinking, flick that band, do the things that I'm telling you to do. Then you'll get the results. When you get the results, then you'll feel the certainty and belief. And that's when you start to get the momentum. Once you start getting that momentum, there's no stopping you. There's literally no stopping you, because you can feel it. You can feel the momentum. You can feel the buzz inside. You can feel like, right, I can do this. I can get past what's holding me back for the last however many years, and I can move into a new me, the better version of me that you want to be. And that's the key. And then you go again. You go for potential. You've got more potential now because you've got stronger. Then you take more action because you know it works, and you see better results. and then you get more certainty, more results, more better beliefs, and it's a continuation. It's a continuation, and it will help you over time. I promise you, to overcome anxiety. You can do it. You are not your thoughts. Just remember that. You can do it because you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are in there, but you are in control of your thoughts, feelings, and emotion. So just remember, life happens for you, not to you. Remember that. Next time something happens in your life, ask yourself, why? Has this come to test me? Why has this come along in my life now? You've got to ask yourselves. But again, I'm going to leave it there because I think too much, you can give two people too much. It's been a long workshop that. It's almost 25 minutes, over 25 minutes. Like I say, I'm very grateful for everybody for watching it. I hope you learned something from it. Again, just remember, repetition is key. Go back, get a pen and paper, have a look over this, take some notes. That's what I do. I take notes and everything, because when you take notes, you learn more. And when you learn more, you get more confident about it. You more belief, more certainty, better results, more potential, action, results, certainty, beliefs, cycle, success cycle. So when it goes, honestly, in anything, you put that success cycle into any part of your life and it will work. So, like I say, I hope that helps. Like I say, it's a process. Keep trusting the process, keep moving forward. You will overcome it. I did. I know other people who have through following these processes. So again, success leaves clues. Educate yourself. Follow people who've already done it. Follow people who've moved forward. Do the work. Make your life better to be the best version of you. Best version of you for yourself, for your family, and start living today. That's all I've got time for today. Good evening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll catch you soon. I'll be doing a workout a weekend, not sure when yet, but I hope you can join me then. Alright, take care, enjoy the rest of your evening.